Imagine working on something for years, giving it everything you have, only for it to fail, again and again and again. Now imagine failing not 10 times, not 100 times, but thousands. Most people would quit long before that. Most people would accept defeat, but one man refused, and because he refused, the world was never the same again. Tonight, cities glow because of him. Homes shine because of him. Entire industries exist because of him. But before the world called him a genius, they called him a failure. This is the story of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was not born extraordinary. In fact, his teachers thought something was wrong with him. He struggled to focus in school. He asked endless questions. He challenged everything. One teacher reportedly called him addled, a word used back then for someone considered mentally slow. Imagine hearing that as a child. Imagine sitting in a classroom while people quietly decide, "You'll never become anything important." Most children would have believed it, but one person didn't, his mother. She refused to let the world define her son. She pulled him out of school and began teaching him herself, and something powerful happened. The boy people dismissed became obsessed with learning, not grades, not approval. Learning, chemicals, machines, electricity, experiments. While other children played outside, young Edison turned basements and train cars into tiny laboratories. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He just wanted to understand how the world worked, and that curiosity would change history. As Edison grew older, one thing became clear. He was willing to fail more than anybody else. That sounds simple, but it's rare. Most people want success without embarrassment. They want greatness without discomfort. Edison was different. Failure didn't scare him. He expected it. By his 20s, he was already inventing and improving devices. Some worked, many didn't. Money came and went. People doubted him constantly. But Edison developed a dangerous mindset. He became addicted to trying again. Every failed experiment taught him something. Every mistake gave him information. While others saw wasted time, Edison saw progress. Then came the challenge that would define his life, creating a practical electric light bulb. Now understand something important. Edison did not simply invent the light bulb in one magical moment. Many inventors had already tried, and many had failed. The problem wasn't creating light. The problem was creating a bulb that could last long enough to be useful. That challenge would consume years of Edison's life, and what came next would break most people completely. Day after day, on night after night, Edison and his team tested material after material: cotton, bamboo, metal threads, carbonized fibers. Each experiment ended the same way: failure. The filament would burn too quickly, the bulb would crack, the light would die, again and again and again. Imagine the exhaustion. Imagine waking up every morning knowing today might end in another disappointment. Now imagine doing that for years. At some point, people around him began to question everything. Investors grew impatient. Critics mocked him openly. Newspapers doubted him. Some people believed he had become obsessed. And maybe he had. But Edison understood something most people never learn. The distance between ordinary and extraordinary is persistence. One famous story says a reporter asked him, "How does it feel to fail 1,000 times?" And Edison replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." That sentence sounds inspiring today. But back then, it sounded insane. Because while the world laughed, Edison kept experimenting. Thousands of attempts. Thousands. Think about that. Most people quit after 3 failures. Some quit after 1. Edison kept going through thousands. Not because he enjoyed pain, but because he believed every failed attempt eliminated another wrong answer. Every failure narrowed the path toward success. And slowly, very slowly, he got closer. Then came the night history changed forever. Inside a quiet laboratory, after countless failed experiments, Edison's team tested another carbon filament. Nobody celebrated. Nobody expected a miracle anymore. They had failed too many times. But this time, something different happened. The bulb stayed lit. Minutes passed, then hours. The room glowed softly as everyone stared in disbelief. For the first time, it worked. Not for a few seconds. Not as a lucky accident. It worked. That tiny light bulb became one of the greatest breakthroughs in human history. Soon, darkness itself began losing power over the modern world. Cities transformed, factories expanded, nightlife evolved, homes became safer, and the man people once called slow became one of the most influential inventors ever to live. But here's the part most people miss. The light bulb is not Edison's greatest invention. His greatest invention was his mindset. He trained himself to continue when continuing made no sense. That is rare, because motivation is easy when things are working. Anybody can feel confident after success. But can you continue after disappointment? Can you continue when nobody believes in you? Can you continue when the results are invisible? That's what separates dreamers from achievers. Edison understood that success is often hidden behind repetition, behind frustration, behind boredom, behind setbacks. The world only remembers the glowing light bulb, but the bulb was built on thousands of dark moments nobody saw. And maybe that's true for your life too. Maybe your breakthrough is hiding behind one more attempt, one more late night, one more rejection, one more season of persistence. The next time you fail, and remember this story, remember the man who failed so many times the world thought he was crazy. Remember the inventor who kept going while everyone else doubted him. Because history doesn't belong to the people who never fail. It belongs to the people who refuse to stop. And somewhere tonight, in a room lit by a simple bulb, the legacy of Thomas Edison is still shining. If you get value from this video, do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.